Hey, for those who don't know me, I'm Ruth and from November last year, as Sarah Thompson's on maternity leave, and many of you will know Sarah and know that she's got a gorgeous little boy called Billy, I was invited to work part-time as a staff member, so it's quite unusual to be on this side of the table. My role really was to help ensure that key tasks and projects were delivered smoothly and efficiently as we all planned that they should be. I was a regular volunteer. It is a significant difference, I have to say, being a member of staff, particularly because the level of responsibility, definitely pressure and deadlines do and tend to hit between the eyes a little bit. However, it's been the most rewarding time, and I do thank Evelyn and the management committee for the opportunity to take a more significant part in the VCC work and its development, really, because each year it does develop on. It has been a steep learning curve, definitely would say. I've learnt to appreciate the depth of work involved in organising and ensuring that the services of the charity are maintained, and the impact for good that we have on people's lives. Without a good, strong team, as Evelyn's been sharing, and the commitment to deliver and to succeed, it would have been impossible to overcome the almost overwhelming challenges that we've faced during this year. I don't think, unless you're on the inside, you could really appreciate it, the bumpy ride that we have kind of talked about tonight. But we are coming out of it, and we're really thankful for that. From October at Christmas time, I was working 2.5 days at the beginning of the week. My counterpart was Julia Collins, working 2.5 days at the other end of the week, so we never really saw much of each other. We acted as, I suppose, deputy office managers when Evelyn was out the office down at the chapel on the hill, basically running that project, which Sarah normally coordinates, and everybody then is handed to the bond. So we were having to really just take up tasks we've never really done before. So these tasks ranged from doing basic finance work, raising checks, updating obviously our new software, our finance software, to support the finance team, and dealing with the first response benevolent requests as people came off the street, even to the point where a man just wanted a mince pie off our table, which was quite interesting meeting. I think the changes in the economic climate that we've had has really had an effect on the VCC, and it has been a case, because we've been so stretched, that it has been about keeping the cogs turning, and that's why we've got the image on the front of the annual report, the superimposed pictures, because we have had to just keep those cogs turning. As a result, from Christmas onward, I was asked to direct most of my attention temporarily to coordinate the voluntary driving scheme. Now, I talked about a steep learning curve. I'm telling you, this was the steepest one I've ever probably had to face. And I have supervised teams of how many people. We're trying to get drivers to match the service users, to be at the right place at the right time with the right piece of paperwork, was quite an achievement at the end of the day. And really, as part of that journey, I took on board the help of Ian, my husband here, to bring in his Excel technical abilities. For those who use computers, that's a piece of software that rotates the database of people that we have referred to the VCC and make sure that all their details are up to date, and they go onto sheets which the drivers then operate from, and then they claim their expenses from. And we we've really vastly moved that piece of software on so that it's become automated, and that's been really helpful, we think, from the feedback from the drivers. So that was a very labour-intensive experience with weekends dedicated, but I don't think it probably would have happened if we hadn't kind of hit that kind of experience of taking something new on. Running the driving scheme has certainly been, as I say, a big challenge, but I would definitely say the most enjoyable one. I just loved getting to know some of the service users, and I've met again Nora today. She's one of the lovely ladies who I know has been a long time volunteer, but also as a service user I used to speak on the phone to. And also the lovely army of drivers, because obviously when you're working frontline and getting to know your drivers, you really do get to know who they are. And so the other key landmark for me in terms of learning and development, I have interviewed people before, but I can tell you that the enormity of having to be on the process and the panel with Evelyn and Garth and Julia to find the right person for the voluntary driving scheme coordinator post was extremely nerve-wracking, I tell you. But I think it's because we just needed someone who'd take all of this aspect of the VCC, hit the road running, and we needed someone who would have a keen eye on finance and have a real vision of how to take the VDS, that's our abbreviation, forward. Someone who'd also be a good team player and ready and able to join in when it's all hands to the pump. And usually that's pretty much maybe every day. We welcomed Stephen to us on the 3rd of May this year, and I've been able then and kind of asked to kind of do a handover with him, be a supportive volunteer worker with him, and also help to train, leaving Evelyn free to get on with the very important tasks of running the VCC. And I've really enjoyed we've all really enjoyed getting to know Steve, and he's actually blended quite well with us ladies on our team. So I really do thank him for the way in which he has hit the road running. It's certainly made our job start to feel a lot easier. So I would like to take this opportunity to introduce Stephen and hand over